Hey, Cancer Seekers. So, Pluto for the past 14 years, before we go into your tarot reading, um, has been transiting across from you, all the way up on the other side of the chart in Capricorn. Now, when Pluto transits a sign, that sign, in that case, Capricorn, and soon to be Aquarius when it moves there um, this March, when Pluto transit a sign, that sign knows that they're in the underworld. They know that they're going through really intense processes, expansion, evolution, death and rebirth, transformation. You walk a paved path in the underworld, yes, but it's paved. There's road signs, there's uh, street lights. When it's across from you, like it has been in the past 14 years, sorry, I don't know if you can hear this helicopter. Like, what? Since there's no helicopters here, I don't know. Like, let's bring an helicopter as soon as Morgainne starts playing. Okay. When it's across from you, you're still walking in the underworld. You're still going through these intense aspects, but it's way more behind the scenes, way more internal, and without clarity and guidance, and even a knowing of what it is that is happening to you. It's like seemingly surface level, the situations that you have went into past many, many years may have seemed really promising, optimistic, positive, bright, clear. But then as you went through the experience, be it relationships, jobs, places, under the surface, interesting darkness started to creep out and kind of like reach out to you, and you wouldn't even be able to pinpoint it or be clear with it. It's like, what is it? You wouldn't even be able to explain to other people because it's unseen. It's a pull and a lure that you experience from your inside. It's been rough, and you couldn't even complain because what is that? It has been a very plutonic pulling energy that you could not explain to yourself, and you're like, why the situations that seem so promising on the surface or in first and even second glance turn out to be either crazy or dark or have a lot of secrets and twists and turns. Well, that's my take on it. And now that Pluto will transit into Aquarius, it quincunx you. There's no conversation about any of these Plutonian energies with you. It's just like you're clear. And soon Saturn will move into Pisces that will trine you. Things will be more as they seem on the surface, less trickstery, less Lord of the Underworld is kind of tempting you and luring you with things that look really, really great. And not just like flashy great, like reasonable, positive. You've really been putting your effort, your intelligence, and your wisdom and your intuition and you not just intuition, you looked surface level at situations like there was no way for you to know. You're like, there was no way for me to know that this person is actually that or that this place is actually like this. It's like it's not there's no fault. I some of you have started to really doubt your ability to understand the reality you encounter or have a good judgment of character. But once again, things will now be what they seem. No more weird catfishing, sneaky um, karmic lessons that you're not even sure you understand. Everything will be clearer. Not ever. Life is complicated, but a lot of it will improve. So, happy March. What is going on with all, like, see, that's this, the past few minutes were things are so serene and quiet and supposed to be perfect, but such weird, sudden, unexpected, like, where is this helicopter coming from? What? That is what you've had for like 14 years. You would search the area, you would find the perfect spot, everything looks clear, and then the most unexpected, once it's already too late, you're already in it, most unexpected surprise comes through and there's nothing you can do about it. That, the helicopter in this reading. If you can't even hear it, then further proof to how it's like, because your environment would be like, what are you talking about? What helicopter? And you're like, you really can't hear the helicopter? And they're like, no, but you know it's there. That's it. This is it. When Pluto regresses back into Capricorn a few months from now, before it does its full ingress into Aquarius, you'll still have Saturn trining you in Pisces. It will make it easier, okay? Because you also had Neptune trining you. It's for a good few years. I think it just added to the trickstery surprise elements and aspects of your life. There, Hangman. You just needed to wait it out. And you still have just a little bit more. Pisces season is like the final round. Not even like the finish line. Because Pluto is moving on the 21st or on the 23rd of March. So it's like, okay, just enjoy it. Make it comic for this last 3 weeks of this energy. And go back, retrospect, hindsight. Look at what you've learned, how you've evolved, the karmic lessons that you've endured, the karma that you've released without even receiving any credit for it. Right now, Capricorns are receiving all the credit for it because it's clearly has been in their sign. But you've been pulling that energy and the Capricorns in your life, the one-on-ones in your life that were going through all these transformations. Like their transformations affected you. Vicariously, you were enduring their transformations as well. Hey, it made you this expanded, expansive spiritual badass that understands life and can play life and isn't bound by notions of positive and negative, good and bad events. I mean, you're living in this reality. You can understand this is happy, this is sad, this is good, this is bad, but your spirit isn't, pulled down by it. It rises, it soars. Good job. Congratulations. Okay, show us more, please. Please tell me that you can hear that. This is fucking crazy. No, this is fucking crazy. I'm gonna go to the quietest place I know, and it's going to be so serene. Another thing, dreams, fantasies, that all turned out in the past decade and a half to turn out to be dark and weird and unexpectedly bizarre, making you doubt that your dreams were even yours to begin with. Maybe those dreams are, dreams that turned out into nightmares. It's not that Spirit was trying to tell you that your dreams were corrupt in nature. Spirit was showing you the darkest aspects of your soul's desires and dreams so that you could handle them and learn how to maneuver within them before it gives you the light and the beauty and the goodness aspect of your dreams. So it will also be a time for revived dreams. Dreams that you've buried or let go of because you're like, there's something wrong with it, or there's something corrupt about it, or there's something evil about it. It's not what I thought it could be. Like you've been really, really disappointed with a lot of your dreams recently because it's like it either brought you to very painful situations or have sabotaged you somehow or played out in an unhealthy manners. Um, what is happening? Oh, sorry. Um, but it wasn't, I'm picking up, it wasn't a dream. It was just past lifetimes aspects of your dreams that you needed to clear out by experiencing the darkest aspects of it. Does that make any sense? I hope it makes sense to you. Okay. Show us March, please. Six of Cups. There, it's a revised and revived dream. Something that you walked away from. Time to try again. Could be a childhood dream. Some of you feel like you can't because you have children or obligations to family, to the past, or whatever. Yes, you can. People do incredible things when they have a family, when they have kids. It's just a matter of priorities and choice. And choosing love. You know, dreams only follow love and the frequency of love. So if you try to become a workaholic that only focuses on whatever dream you have and you completely neglect personal relationships and don't have a balanced work-life thing going on, energetically, your dreams won't come to you because your dreams align with the frequency of your heart, right? And if you suppress your heart, then they can't stay in the same, they can't come to your sphere. They feel rejected. You think it's not connected. You think being a recluse or being a hermit or being alone or not giving yourself to a lover or not trying to fall in love or not being a part of this world will help you just focus on whatever it is you want to focus on, right? No, actually do the opposite. Cheers to a fourth round of this weird helicopter. I can't even. And something, I don't know. Can you see me clearly? I feel like the camera is so. Something with the lighting is like weird. Is this better? Okay, she's gonna have to do. Boo. You just have to do, boo. Seven of Wands and Five of Pentacles. You're trying to revive a dead horse. Okay, so some of you have misconstrued what I said about revived dreams and you took it to something toxic of your past that you absolutely need to let go of. Could be a relationship. When I spoke dreams, I said like you always wanted to be an actor. You always wanted to be a singer. You always wanted to do this, to do that. I don't mean like someone really toxic in your life that it just absolutely did not work with, that you're like, oh, that means I should revive that relationship. No. I see that you've been involved with someone that it was trauma bond, but worse than that, it's someone that your dynamic with them, your intertwined karma is very creates lack and creates loss. Like and creates misfortunes. Like the misfortune of your chart and the misfortune of their chart just really celebrates together and like bring in even more misfortune. Some people, when you connect with them, it brings in luck and fortune and abundance into your life. And some people, the connection with them just pulls you down, makes you lose financially, makes you lose physically and health wise. Like if you're with someone and suddenly your life is just like you lose money, you lose health, you lose energy, you lose this, that, good things, you know? That could be that. That's why, especially with marriage, when you sign any form of contract that unifies you with someone else, you integrate your karmas, right? Your charts, and create a new one that is an integration of these two. So let's say sometimes people stay separated for a very long time and they don't get a divorce because they think, oh, it's just a piece of paper. What difference does it make? Maybe for taxes, whatever the case, whatever your reasons are. That paper with the signatures of both of you still being technically married, that is still a contract in the energetic realm. You're still enduring their pulling energy and they're still enduring yours, or maybe holding on to yours. Maybe you're like here and they're energetically here and they're like leeching on your energy, not intentionally. It doesn't mean it's not like ill intent. Most people have no clue that this is what they echo or that's what's going on. But as long as you're bound by signature, you will remain on that cycle, and there will never truly be a new start. Now, divorce is the easiest example I can think of, but it applies to many other things, whatever the case may be. If you want to have an energetic new start and you want to let go of a past energy, you got to make it final, both energetically but also in the physical realm. The physical realm affects the energetic realm. They're not separated. One is, they correlate, they operate together, right? It's the two sides of the same line. Does this look good to you? Constant struggle and constant loss, and it's being poor on all levels, and fighting it, and not being able to win it because it's such a powerful energetic combination of suffering. There's someone that you really need to detach yourself from energetically by cutting not just the energetic cord, but first and foremost the physical cords. You're still you're still sleeping with your ex's t-shirt because nothing to do with them. You just really love the t-shirt. Oh, okay. Your subconscious gets different messages from that though. Your subconscious smells their scent and feels their embrace through that t-shirt. All of it. Oh, that painting that they painted that is still hung on your wall. I get that it's a memoir and it's probably a beautiful painting. It's just an example. It could be anything, right? But it being there, they are being there. And sometimes it's not easy to get rid of physical things. Sometimes things have real meaning. I'm not saying, get rid of your departed parents' watch. I'm not saying that at all, but things that you chose to say goodbye to for a reason. Say goodbye to it. Is it just me or is it super dark? I feel like, wait. Oh, you saw me fine, but I didn't see the screen okay because my screen was darkened. See? And it also made you in the past 14 years, Pluto across from you, made you like see things in a from darker glasses without even knowing you're wearing dark glasses and other people not seeing the darkness that you're seeing. It's like, it's gonna get better now. Show us more, please. My beautiful Cancerian seekers, seers, existential shifters. Six of Pentacles. There we go. That's what I like seeing, from Five of Pentacles to Six of Pentacles. Correcting the energetic deficiency. Taking your vitamins, eating your plant protein, cutting off physical cords with people who take away from your luck. Placing yourself in situations with people in an environment that brings abundance, that encourages abundance. Receiving. Good. We have that improvement on the table. Eight of Pentacles. And then you're able to sit and work and invest in the things you truly care about, knowing, bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles, that rewards will come, that results will come. One of these 8 pentacles that you invest wholeheartedly in will blossom into something very long-lasting and very positive. We went from 5 of Pentacles to 6, 8, and Ace of Pentacles. That's money. 5 of Cups. But then you have to make sure that your emotional pessimism doesn't weigh you down from that. It's like you raise yourself on one level, but then you let yourself be pulled down on another level. The pessimism, the grief, the grievances. Don't hold on to it. There you go. 4 of Wands. There is so much goodness that you can focus on. There's a new relationship. Enjoy that one instead of obsessing over the relationship that pulled you down. It was exceptionally toxic, possibly abusive. Doesn't have to be physical abuse. There's all forms of abuse. But here you are with something very abundant, very positive, very mutual, very happy, very fun, very fluid, very creative and adventurous. Could be relationship, could be work, could be both. But in between, there's you moping. Oh, there's these 2 of Cups. They're full. They're right behind you. But let's cry over these 3 cups that fell, that were broken anyway. And it's like, it will be your choice this month what to focus on the uplifting energy, saying yes to it, or on the low energy and just collapsing with it. Which one will it be? It's up to you. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, South Node, Venus, Mars, whatever. Watch because you want to. Oh, too many cards. We'll take just this one. King of Pentacles. Ooh, who's that? Hey, cutie. What's up? What's up? This is someone with abundance mindset and skills. That wasn't a helicopter. That was a very small dick motorcyclist. The louder it gets, the smaller the penis. It's a very simple yet bulletproof equation. Just just saying. But this guy, I cannot believe where I took this from. This guy is confident with what he has, unlike whoever rode that motorcycle. So this is abundance mindset. This is have mindset. This is security. This is an uplifting energy that can be conducive to you. Now, it doesn't have to be a guy, right? Just this is an individual that knows how to take something, or a very challenging situation, and transmute the energy of it into something medicinal and empowering, manifesting something out of nothing instead of drowning into nothing. Be like, okay, this is all the nothing that I have. How do I perform magic and create a world? And King of Pentacles is right underneath the Hangman. It's like, how do I take this very challenging, brain melting situation and turn it into a very nutritious meal? It's like taking something very difficult that you've endured and being an entrepreneur and turning it into an empire, right? Going from being homeless to building, I don't know, investing in buildings to house homeless. Like it's that, that's the energy that you can be in. That's the type of person that you want to associate yourself with. the people and situations that have drained you. You gotta make a decision. You want to go into this transitional step. Oh, butterfly! Can you see it, cutie? It looks prettier in like not the screen. I don't know. Didn't do it justice. It's very colorful, cutie. What was I saying? You want to go into this transition this month with a clear mind and clear purpose and cleared energy. Can you tell us more about this King of Pentacles, Four of Wands energy for Cancer? It's also Pluto has been in your one-on-one relationship, like committed relationships. It's been brutal. And that path is finally over and finalized, and a new path is opening up for you. The World and the Lovers. The Lovers is also what I spoke about when it comes to getting rid of things that their frequency or energy you don't want on your new path, right? The objects, the t-shirt, the whatever. Clear house. Make room. There's something new and big that wants to enter your life. Make room. Or there's a big path that is a big journey that you're about to undertake. Make sure that your backpack is everything that you need and want and nothing more. This is a very powerful new timeline. Who else? Gemini had something with transitioning between timelines. A lot of us, it kind of applies to all of us in one way, shape, or form, depending on where these transits happening in our chart. But it's also it's a transformative time. Uh, the Earth is splitting. There's new Earth. There's old Earth. On which frequency? Which frequency are you a match of, and which path will you be on? Right. Um, choose wisely. You know, because this could be the start of a journey that is very successful, worldly, perhaps, picking up international. For some, this is a soulmate situation. Finally, the love of your life can come into your life. This is a very strong combination for soulmates when they come together. Could be like a love of a lifetime, the love of your lifetime. Um, very powerful. And just declare that you're ready, but also do the actions because you really deserve it. You really deserve it, Cancers. Okay. Five of Wands. Now we have three fives. Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Five of Wands. After the Four of Wands. Try not to insert the ego that you've developed in the past more than a decade, decade and a half, in order to survive into this new situation or new situations. Because that ego is no longer necessary, no longer applicable. It served you. It was protecting you. It was guarding you from energies that weren't benefit to you. But from the force of a habit, cyclical behavior, if you'll take that with you and project it onto situations that don't deserve it, that don't require it, it will be sabotaging. It will create unnecessary conflict. For example, you've been in a toxic relationship that was about power games and power plays, and you were very specific and played when it comes to when you text, how much you text, when you call, when you connect, when, playing with their mind, playing with their heart because they did that to you. And that's how you learn to survive. Maybe you grew up with a parent like that, that was very toxic and played mind games and power plays over you, like you're an enemy instead of their kid. and then you've recycled that relationship with partners that treated you like an enemy instead of like a lover and an ally, where it was always like this you versus them and who wins, and it's like in these power struggles. These games that you've learned to play in order to survive in dynamics or succeed in dynamics like that, when you meet someone who is sincere and open-hearted and doesn't play these games and is communicative and is honest, don't bring those games into that relationship, because that person will be like, why are they playing this weird game with me? That makes me feel uncomfortable and unloved and not respected, and I'm going to bounce, or I'm going to take my distance. And it's not going to pull them in and make them want to play that game if they're healthy. It's going to make them like, okay, maybe this person doesn't care about me, or maybe this person doesn't enjoy spending time with me, or maybe this person does not want to talk to me, things like that. It's like they respond to what you do instead of trying to combat what you do, right? So be cautious with that. If you recognize a situation, be it work, be it relationship, any dynamic that is sincere and positive and open and welcomes you in, don't bring in that, don't bring that into that, right? Um, it's like certain medicines or even poisons that can serve as a medicine when it when you have it confront an illness within you, right? So someone would be in a toxic dynamic with you where they would inject poisonous behavior and as medicine to it because you felt pulled to stay there, be it karma, be it insecurity, whatever the case may be, being Pluto forcing you into it energetically. But again, or trauma response, or you know repeating traumatic relationships from your childhood, whatever the case may be that made you want to stay in a toxic dynamic, you had to insert toxic to combat toxicity to combat their toxicity, and that served as somewhat of a medicinal alchemical process. But the thing is, that was required for that. If you insert that toxin into a body that is like a dynamic, a person, a relationship that is clear of that, that doesn't have that, then it will kill it, will make it sick. It won't be toxin versus toxic, oh, medicine. It will be toxin into something that is clean in nature, and then it will taint it, right? So don't do that. It's like the difference between being intelligent and versus wisdom. Like there's that sentence, a smart person will be able to get out of situations that a wise person wouldn't get into in the first place. So, like, okay, you have a brilliant mind, per se, and you strategize and you plan what kind of move to make, what kind of text to send, what kind of whatever. And it might work, and the other person or the other situation might be like, yeah, okay, sure. But it's completely unnecessary. It's like taking the longer path that eventually leads you to the same destination, whereas you could just walk the straight line with a nice view and it was lighthearted and cheerful and drama free. You understand what I mean? 7 days free trial over on Patreon. Link is below. Try it. Join. It's a gift. Karmic Shift and Liberation, Tarot Masterclass, daily rune messages, supporting me, hanging out, being a part of the shift on a deeper level. Link is below. Stay magic. Stay true. I love you. Mwah.